Hello, guys and girls. Welcome back to another ECC Season 5 League Play stream. We're, of course, in the third week right now. In today, in the commentary booth, we have myself, Nico, and joining me is the main man himself, Boyo Royo.
Hello.
How you doing today, Boyo?
I'm doing pretty good. Excited to see some good matches today.
Yeah, we do have some really good matches today. Behind the cameras, of course, we have big man Faded working the production, so big thank you to him, and of course thanks to our sponsor Drum Alert for sponsoring this season of ECC. As Boyo said, we have a really exciting schedule today. We have Wind and Rain playing twice on stream, meaning that they're playing both their week 2 and week 3 matches in a row. Do you think that is going to be beneficial to them, seeing as they already have like a 3-0 under their belt? What do you think about that, Boyo?
Oh, I definitely think it could hit Wind and Rain. Going into a match with momentum helps so much in Rocket League, and having this warm-up game to start off especially will definitely help them this second game.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think it's going to be, if they can get off on the right path and get a solid W in the first game, I think it's going to be really helpful going into the second game. Of course, the matches there are Wind and Rain versus Trifecta, and then in an hour's time we have Wind and Rain versus Stay Fresh. So let's talk about a little bit about Trifecta here. We haven't really seen much of this team yet, other than the one series they played on stream, which was a 3-2 loss to Gadalians. But in the games they won, they had some pretty convincing victories. How do you feel about this team right now, Boyo?
Oh yeah, they can definitely put up a good fight as we've seen, and it'll be a good test to see how they do against Wind and Rain and see if they can get a win on the board today.
Yeah, and of course, Wind and Rain is on paper right now a stronger team than Godalians is. So, how do you think they're thinking going into this game? Do you think they're just the same, or do you think they've switched some things up?
Hopefully, if they lost to Gadalians, they have fixed the issues that they were experiencing, and maybe they can come in and surprise Wind and Rain and get that sneaky win out.
Yeah, hopefully they can show us what they're capable of again, as they did last time, but maybe this time they'll put out a dub. I think it's time for us to go into our predictions for this match, Boyo. Wind and Rain versus Trifecta. Who you got?
I've got to go for Wind and Rain. They're looking at a really strong team, and just Trifecta have already took the loss to Gadalians, and Wind and Rain have won their first series of the season. So I'll give it to them. I'll give them a 3-1 win.
I have to agree. I think Wind and Rain is also the stronger side of this matchup. But also, of course, Twitch chat, let us know what you think. If it's a good, and give us some result as well. Maybe a 3-0, maybe. I'm going with the same as you. I think a 3-1 sounds about right for this match. But do you have anything else to say about this match so far?
Looking at these rosters, Wind and Rain, we have Kieran, Psycho, and Treefork, and the Trifecta roster. I'll have to. In a second, I can find it. Oh, actually, let's talk about the Wind and Rain roster quickly. We'll have a look. So, Wind and Rain, Kieran, Psycho, and Treefork, as I mentioned, very strong players, have put up good performances in the past in other tournaments, and it really showed they are a very capable team here.
Yes, of course, they came out really strong in week 1 and got themselves a 3-0, which is massive going into the later weeks of a league play where every single game counts. It sounds a bit cheesy, but when it all comes down to it, a plus game differential is very important in a league like this. Wouldn't you agree, Boyle?
Yeah, it's definitely. They definitely get many wins as they can here, and just see what they can get. Now, 1 minute, I just found the roster as I was about to read out. We have for Trifecta it's Kieran, Insanity, and Hedgehog, if I'm saying that correctly. Now, I don't know much about this roster myself, but you able to give us any insight about them?
Let me just pull up this one real quick. Trifecta, Kieran, Insanity, I'm not sure about that name, to be honest, or 42 as their sub. Right now we're just waiting for Trifecta to join for us to get underway with the series. I can't really say much else other than I hope it's going to be a really exciting game, and I hope that Trifecta manages to pull out some of that magic they had in those games they won against Ghanaians. I hope they can really bring it to this Winter Rain side, who has been looking very good so far.
Yeah, hopefully they can bring the pressure to Wind and Rain and make this an interesting and challenging series from them here, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we have to wait and see for now, but it is going to be very interesting because this Wind and Rain squad is, of course, very strong and has not looked weak in any of the matches I've ever seen them play in. So it's definitely going to be a really big challenge for Trifecta here.
Oh yeah, definitely. As we said, Wind and Rain have the results to prove it here. And as we see now, we have Trifecta joining the game, so I think we are ready to get into it.
Yeah. Game 1 here, Wind and Rain versus Trifecta, and we see the go very neutral kickoff here. Birkin manages to tip it to the Wind and Rain side, but here Kieran tried to lob it towards the net, but Insanity is clearing. Now a lofty ball towards the middle, but not really much going now. Birkin with an air carry here. Kieran just simple backboard defense here, but you see Psycho going for 50 here, tries to push it away, but Insanity is there to shut the door now. Going towards the middle here, but Trifecta with a great clear, but it's straight back into the corner by Birkin here. Kieran tries to carry this one out, and he gets a nice flick away from the defense, but can't just find the finish there, and Insanity now tries to move it downfield. Kieran with a pass towards the mid, but not really to anyone, and Kieran there also to straight to the orange side, and now Psycho with a good pass, but can't really get a great touch on it, but Psycho just keeps on hitting this towards the net, and a bit of miscommunication it seems like there in the back there, and now Kieran lobs a ball high, and no one is back here. Boyo.
Yeah, a great touch from Kieran here. Getting it past the remaining Trifecta defenders, nobody back on the goal line to get the save, pushed up a bit too far there, leaving the net wide open for the goal for Kieran. Trifecta trying to get the goal steal at the end, but couldn't find it.
Yeah, and it is now 1-0 in this game 1 for Wind and Rain here, and Psycho off the ceiling, but Kieran shuts it down, tries to get a clear, but Trifecta meets him at the midfield. Now tries to push it further, but he is intercepted, and Birkin now tries to push this one down into the other side, but it is shot down by Psycho. Now a shot towards the net from Insanity, shot down by Trifecta. Kieran into the corner, Birkin with a shot, and it's off the crossbar. Psycho now can't find the hit, but Trifecta helps him out here. gets it over 1. Kieran with the clear down. Trifork has no boost and gets demoed by Insanity here. Wall still in the Trifecta corner. They're looking to push out now. Birkin with a shot forward. Trifork with great clear towards the corner. And Insanity with a lock towards the middle. Kieran passes out to Insanity. Can't find contact now. Kieran just hits it towards the net and tries to get dunked, but Birkin just hammers it downfield. Now Insanity off the side wall. Trifork 50. And he's looking to carry it away, but Kieran is there to shut it down, but the other Kieran just hits it downfield, and Psycho now with another pass out to Kieran, but can't really find it. Now, lofty ball towards net, dealt with by Kieran. Insanity just tries to 50 his way down, but it is shut down by Wind and Rain, and a nice save from Kieran, and a nice flick by Insanity there. A little bit of a miss there, but with 3 minutes gone, how do you feel about this first match from these two sides?
Well, we started off with Wind and Rain having so much pressure, but Trifecta were able to turn that around about midway through this game here. But as we said this, Wind and Rain have completely turned that around again and started to all the offense on Trifecta here. Trifecta scrambling to get out of their defense. They are doing a good job here though. They have working really well as a team, getting these passes coming from both teams actually, and just working really well, keeping the ball in their possession and working well with it to keep the ball from going into their opposing, going into their net. Sorry.
Yeah, excuse me, you are right about that. Trifecta are stuck in their side a lot right now, and as I've said multiple times on this ECC stream, getting that midfield presence and just locking a team in their half is very important for you to win games. It is the long game, and as we see now, Trifecta tries to push out, but again Kieran is just there at the midfield, hammering towards net. Insanity getting a good save, pass down to Psycho, but the shot is not quite on target, and as we see Wind and Rain just hammering pressure on, and Kieran will go for another pass to Trifork. Good shot, and it will go in this time.
Yeah, great pass from Kieran there to Trifork, and he was ready for the pass back here. Trifork was able to take the shot instead, realising that the defender was going to struggle to save this, and the defender did himself. The other Kieran, as we're going to now call him from Trifecta, was not able to get the save and instead backflipped and hit the ball into the net, making it 2-up for Wind and Rain with only 40 seconds left in the clock. It's going to be difficult for Trifecta to bring this back now.
It is going to be very difficult for Trifecta to bring this back. They need to stop allowing Wind and Rain to get so much offensive pressure, but let's see if they can start to bring this back. 30 seconds left. As we see Birkin hitting it off the sidewall, but Psycho is meeting him. Trifork up for this. Towards the backboard. Kieran with a save. Psycho there. Off the crossbar. Now Trifork getting challenged in the corner. Just tries to pass it back, but intercepted by Birkin. Kieran hitting it downfield, but Insanity is there to shut him down, and now Trifork again into the middle. Kieran tries to intercept, but not really working for him. Insanity will just let this one drop. No, never mind. It's going to go off the sidewall. He's carrying up again. Maybe one more. No, it's going to drop, and it is a 1-game lead for Wind and Rain.
Yep, game 1 goes to Wind and Rain. Not able to get that last goal in there, had a bit of fun with it, but a good start for them indeed. We see Wind and Rain getting 13 shots that game compared to Trifecta's 6. Also see Trifecta though with the 8 saves on the board, very good defensive from them, but their midfield presence was just really lacking. Allowing Wind and Rain to get that many shots on them compared to their 6 is disappointing to see. We see also that Wind and Rain only had 3 saves on the board compared to Trifecta's 6 shots, showing that some of these shots were put near the target but just not close enough. They need to be more clinical with their shooting accuracy here going into this next game. They need to take control of this midfield as well if they want to have any chance of beating Wind and Rain.
Yeah, you are right about that. They need to interfere with this Wind and Rain midfield presence, but I think it's time for us to head into our game 2. And game 2 now underway. Winner Rain versus Trifecta. Winner Rain, of course, up by 1 game now. And let's see if Trifecta can bring this back here now. Tries to get some early pressure, but instantly shut down by Winner Rain. Now, you tip to the side from Kieran. Treefork is there to pop it up for Psycho. Psycho is up. Putting up to Treefork again. And not really goes to anyone. And Kieran would just try to bang it towards the net, but not hard enough, and it was an easy save for the Winner Rain side. Now Birkin in the corner tries to get it out, but he doesn't have much boost, and Kieran with a good pass in, but it's interception by the other Kieran, and Treefork here just doesn't want to bang it to the other side, but he ends up doing anyway, and now pass to Insanity goes to no one, and now Psycho will tip it into Treefork, back down to Psycho, but it doesn't really go straight to him, and now Trifecta is on the attack. Treefork, Birkin 50. Kieran tried to dunk the other Kieran, and Insanity now off the backboard. There's no one there to follow. Kieran can easily put this to the side. Well, with a little bit over a minute left here, boy, what do you think of this Trifecta side this game now?
Trifecta have turned it around so far. They've not had Wind and Rain controlling the game too much here, but it's the same both ways. The ball's kind of been stuck in the midfield for a lot of the time, and we've seen Trifecta have these opportunities set up for them here. We've seen that backboard where nobody from Wind and Rain was able to get it, but nobody from Trifecta was there. And Psycho!
Oh my god,
so close.
And we have some great goal line saves, and now Kieran will turn one in, but
what a turn of events right there. We had the amazing shot from Psycho just after I talk about the Trifecta controlling this game a lot better, and then Wind and Rain just take utter control. Psycho banging off the crossbar, not able to get it, and then Kieran taking control of that ball perfectly, able to dribble it past the defender and get it in the net, making it 1-0 to Wind and Rain with just over 3 minutes left in the clock.
yeah, and Insanity now. Trifecta trying to push this Wind and Rain defense back so that they can get their first goal of this series. They haven't managed to score yet, and now that's a long clear from Wind and Rain. Psycho meeting Kieran at the ball, now off the backboard, but no one seems to have picked up on this, and it's a miss from Kieran. The net was wide open. Now it's off the post. Treefork gets it to the corner, tries to get another 50 but fails, and now Psycho off the backboard gets a nice mid-air 50, but and Kieran not able to make contact. It's a wide open net, and other Kieran is going to score this one.
Yeah, we've just seen Trifecta make so many mistakes they shouldn't be making. Kieran just there missing the ball completely, leaving it an easy shot for Kieran himself. And we've seen it earlier from Trifecta as well, a wide open net, and was missed as well. Trifecta really need to take advantage of the chances they've got if they want to have any chance of winning this series, because right now it's been very disappointing.
Yeah, it has been kind of disappointing from Trifecta side until now. They haven't even scored a goal yet, and now we see Psychotics in the in the Trifecta's hide, but Treefork now tries to push it into the last third, and he gets it off the backboard with a miss, and Psychotics with a miss as well. Treefork just keeping on this pressure, one-man army right now, but Insanity tries to get it out, and Kieran just a little punt towards the net, but it's easily dealt with by Birkin, and now Insanity tries to push out by Treefork. Just some good challenges. Another whiff, and Kieran comes in for a shot, but it's a good save by Birkin on the goal line. And Treefork just still keeping this pressure up. He is a one-man army at this point and just bumps everyone out of the way. But it's some good team play now from Trifecta, getting this ball out of their half, and now let's see if they can make some offense. But it's down the other end now, and Insanity puts it across his own box, but luckily for him, Kieran was there. And now Kieran goes for a block on the Treefork, but he manages to get all the way to the other side now. Birkin stuck alone in defense, has to try and get out, but Kieran now, nice block there, and Insanity able to pick up in the midfield. Treefork now, back down the other end again. Psycho also off the corner. A miss from Insanity. Psycho can't make contact. Kieran now gets challenged, and Insanity just a little bit of an air carry across his own box. Psycho will get a little bit of a challenge on here, and Kieran just tries to push out, I believe it was Birkin, my bad. But Trifecta will pass into Psycho X, but doesn't find contact here. And 30 seconds left. Do you think there's any hope of a comeback for Trifecta here?
I think if they keep playing the way they have been playing this game, I definitely don't see any hope. They've been so messy with their play here, missing so many chances, just very disappointing to see. Like, they've had one shot on the board this game. They had 6 shots this last game. They've just completely lost it in the offense, and they still are yet to score a goal. Wind and Rain have dominated this game so much that it's just making Trifecta look like a completely terrible team here. And off the cross, we're not able to get it in. It makes it 2-0 to Wind and Rain in the series. Wondering if they can make it the 3-0 sweep, or can Trifecta bring it back and get the reverse sweep.
Yeah, as you said, like, Wind and Rain are making Trifecta look like a terrible team right now, but as we know, Trifecta isn't a terrible team. They are definitely contending in the Champions Division here in ECC, but Wind and Rain just seem to be picking them apart. What do you think that makes that for Wind and Rain?
Wind and Rain have just showed dominance. They're not making the same mistakes Trifecta are making. Trifecta are missing the ball when they shouldn't be. Trifecta are a top tier team. They shouldn't be missing the ball in the instances that they have, or missing the open nets. Wind and Rain are just playing the game and hitting the ball. They're playing it well as well. They're making these important passes, getting these good shots on target. It's putting so much pressure on Trifecta that it's hard for them to do anything.
Yeah, and I think we have to go into our game number 3 right now. And we're about to get off with game number 3 here. Let's see if Wind and Rain can confirm the sweep or potentially a shutout, because Trifecta haven't scored a single goal yet, or if Trifecta can manage to bring this one back, maybe in a reverse sweep. But it doesn't look good here for him here, and that's a good goal straight off the kickoff. 9 seconds into game 3 here, boy.
Yeah, quick opener from Wind and Rain. Cycle getting it past the last defender, hitting off the ball, Trifecta the wide open net, perfectly in position to get that opening goal. Showing Trifecta they're here to start off strong, and 1-0 up for only 10 seconds down. Wind and Rain are going to look to have some fun this game.
Yeah, and now we see a pass to Psycho off the backboard here, miss from Insanity. Again, these misses keep happening. See, Insanity was clear, but intercepted by Trifecta. Bouncing in the mid, Trifecta gets a double tap off the ceiling, and 50 by Trifecta, but Birkin will be able to clear this one. And Psycho now challenges in his own third, but it goes straight to Insanity, but Insanity can't make solid contact, and it go to the Wind and Rain defense. And now Trifecta gets it to the mid, and Psycho back down to him. Off the backboard, can't make contact, Psycho now with a shot, but is wide. And Kieran now, see if he can make something happen, but the other Kieran comes and challenges. And a good pass to the middle from Trifecta to Psycho, but shot just not quite on target. And you see Trifecta now moving up on offense, but gets shut down by Psycho, and Kieran again up. And let's see if Trifecta can make something happen here. Off the crossbar, Kieran open net, off the crossbar as well, but it will bounce in.
Yeah, Kieran cutting it close there. We had Trifecta hitting off the backboard, almost getting in himself, but defender probably would have got that if it was a bit lower down, and Kieran had to cut it a bit close, hit it off the crossbar a few times, but still get it in. Now it's 2-0 to Wind and Rain with 1 minute 30 down off this game. Trifecta are they have the time to make it back, but it's going to be a struggle definitely.
Yeah, and now we see Kieran tries to make something happen here. Good 50 landing on the ball there, but Psycho now with a lot of time base on the wall here. Gets it past 1. Trifecta up for this. That's a shot on net, and it would go in. 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0 indeed. Psycho passing out centre to Treefork, Insanity coming off the wall, going under the ball, and Treefork just getting it in the net. A clinical finisher he is here, showing that he can score when he needs to. 3-0 up now to Wind and Rain with 3 minutes 20 on the clock. Looking very, very difficult for Trifecta to bring this series back.
Yeah, and Trifecta now. We gotta wonder how they're feeling right now. But hey, they will get a goal. That's gonna be the first goal of this series.
Yeah, it's the first goal of the series, and it's a misplay from Wind and Rain here. We had Psycho hitting up the roof, hitting off the wall, hitting off the roof. Treefork not able to read the touch. Insanity in a perfect position to get it. Disappointing from Wind and Rain in the defence, but it is the first mistake they have made, and Trifecta do get their goal. Maybe bringing up some confidence for them. Yeah, making this reverse sweep definitely possible.
Yes, it is definitely possible. Everything is possible. Rocket League, as you know. These comebacks do happen sometimes, and it sucks to be on the losing end of that, but let's see if Trifecta can make something happen now. Booming clear to Insanity, gets a demo and tries to go for another one, but Kieran just clears this one, and now Psycho tries to block Kieran's attempt, but Kieran will make a pass to Psycho off the backboard here, but Birkin will intercept and carry this one out of his out. Met by Treefork, but it will just bounce down, and Psycho now off for this, tries to go for a dunk, but it's not gonna work out for him, and Kieran here tries to go for a cheeky little double tap, but it's not gonna work out, and Treefork now off the crossbar, Psycho again off the crossbar, but it will go in as well.
Wind and Rain just having fun, the defence out so much advantage of the missed communications it seems coming out from Trifecta. They're all over the place here. It's having it past one, then we had off the crossbar, down to Psycho, and just get it in the net. It's easy enough for Wind and Rain here, just 3 goals up, 2 minutes on the clock. They're just having fun.
Yeah, as you said, they might just be looking to have some fun in this game. Let's see Treefork there also free jumping that pass, and now Kieran just putting this one across, and Psycho will get this one in. I was about to say that Trifecta was going to get it out, but apparently they're not.
Yeah, Trifecta just not able to get it out. Caden kind of touching that clear away there and just going straight to Psycho. Caden not able to get the save, and it goes in. 5-1 now to Wind and Rain. Maybe they can make it to Brazil, or maybe Trifecta will ruin that bit of hope they have there.
Yeah, maybe we could see, I believe, the first Brazil of this ECC season, if I'm not mistaken. But Trifecta will hopefully looking to ruin this, but hopefully not. As we see Treefork now just doing some 360s in the air, trying to clear this one, and now Psycho with a little bit of a clear, but Kieran is there. Kieran clearing this off the backboard. Treefork onto the corner, and now again over his own net, but it's not any troubles because there's no Trifecta players there, and he beats out one, gets a pass to Psycho, and this is a good shot, and this will go in as well.
The Trifecta player just not wanting to play defence at this stage. It seemed they were all so far pushed up into the midfield, going Dante just not back, and I really think he should have been the one trying to make that save here, but either way, Wind and Rain now 6-1 up in game 3 with 1 minute 12 left. The hope for the Brazil is definitely alive.
Yeah, the hope for Brazil is high up, but Psycho misses that, and Insanity ruined the Brazil here with 6-2 scoring at
the big caster's curse.
Yep.
The big caster's curse. The whiff from Psycho, leaving it wide open from Insanity. 6-2 to Wind and Rain now, 1 minute left.
Yeah, I don't think there's much hope for Trifecta at this point, but it is the perfect situation you want if you are Wind and Rain. You also have a tough match now in about 30 minutes or so, and Stay Fresh also here on the ECC stream, and they're looking to just show that they're here to slide on everyone. As we see Treefork now going for this one off the ceiling, can't get the touch, but Psycho is there as well, doesn't get contact. And Sanity here tries to put it over to the side, off the wall now. Yeah, good double top off the ceiling, but can't really do much with it, and Psycho is just gonna 50 his way out of his side, and Treefork now doing some 360s here, and Kieran comes off the ceiling for this ball. And they're not gonna make much contact here, but 10 seconds left. This one will be a definite 3-0 sweep, and another one might go in. Yeah, and it double tap. Almost got the same there, Kieran. But yeah.
Yeah, Winden Rain just shows so much domination this series. Now we've seen they've had 12 shots this game to Trifecta's 3, and it's just been complete domination in the offense, especially from Winden Rain. They're so clinical with their shots, just getting in, or at least making everything into a pass to their teammates. That will conclude the series. A 3-0 to Winden Rain, a very dominating one at that.
Yeah, it was a very dominant series from Winden Rain, but how do you think Trifecta will try to bounce back from this? They have had two series lost in a row now. Do you think that they will bounce back from this going into later season?
They definitely can bounce back. It's all about mentality here. Each series is a new day, a new series, a new game. So they just need to come in with the right mentality. They may have lost this time, but what can they learn from this? Like, they know they can improve from this, and they just need to see how they can get better and see the mistakes they've made, to learn from this and see how they can beat the other really strong teams in the league.
Yes, I think you're right, and I think that concludes this series. From now, we will be back with another series at 9, so don't go anywhere.